Cool. I'm recording. So, here we are in Portland with Cyrus and Becky.
Rebecca.
Rebecca? Are y'all okay being in that video?
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's
This very
a beautiful
conceptual
human
video.
who introduced herself as Jade.
I'm Jade.
It turns out, however,
that's my third name that I've gone by now. When I moved here, I started working as a dancer in a club, and so adopted a stage name, which was Zia. And, kind of enjoyed how that made me feel. It made me forget more about, I was born and raised as Marcy. Marcy's a lovely name. I like it. But so many people over the years have called me Marcy, and in so many different ways. And what I realized when I started going by Zia was that I started to act differently. You can use your same name and go, and people are gonna treat you differently however you act. But what I was concerned with, what I liked, was that I didn't feel like Marcy, I felt like Zia. And then as I started to, I realized that then I didn't really like Zia, actually, because I didn't really like who Zia was becoming. So then I switched to Jade. And yeah, every time I hear Jade, it just reminds me, like, hey Jade, Jade's here in Portland. Jade's never been anywhere else, but Jade's only been in Portland. And I've enjoyed okay, so even in relationships that I've had for 10 years, I'm able to just act like I've met the person for the first time. And that has been very valuable for me. And being able to, as I change, because I just am going to change, every time I meet someone again, they should just look at me as a new person, just like I should do that for them. But it's not always how it happens. And so...
What do you mean should?
Huh?
What do you mean should?
Should. Right, no shoulds. It's interesting. I feel like...
I didn't mean to...
No, I see what you're saying. I know, but that was something that I was saying to myself earlier, is I don't like that. I'll just rephrase it. I'm finding for myself that I like the relationships in which I know that I'm a new person every time I am with that person. It's like we remember what the connection is. It's a nice connection. We like the connection. And then maybe we had some fun things that happened previously. Maybe we had some hard things that happened previously. But it doesn't mean that the next connection that we have can't be a good, fun one. And so I'm finding that the people who are able to just accept me as Jade immediately when I say, okay, I'm going by Jade now, people who just say, hey Jade, it's good to see you, let's do our next thing, are the ones that have that sort of mentality of, what did you call it? Reality surfing, are more of reality surfers. When you just kind of accept someone for whatever they are at that moment, then yeah. So this Jade thing is just so recent. Like, I've really just been going by Jade for like a week. In fact, the Blue Sands we're going to tonight, people know me as Marcy, Zia, and Jade. They know me as all three names. And some people, I will say, hey, I'm going by Jade now, and they'll be like, that's cool, hey Jade. And some people will be like, what's going on? Why are you going by Jade? I don't understand. Where's Marcy? Where's Zia? Right, so it's...
What was it like for your parents? Or if that's an applicable question.
Yeah, they didn't like the dancing thing.
The name...
I haven't told them about Jade yet, because Jade needs to have a little bit of time before she can interact with those particular humans. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
How old is Jade?
Age is just a number.
If we apply the idea of narrative to Jade,
Could
there be called a birth or a beginning to Jade, or is she an evolution out of previous iterations of yourself as well?
I remember sitting amongst plants at the beginning. That's what I remember. Yeah. That's what I remember.
I really appreciate you sharing all this.
Yeah. Happy to share it.
Yeah. So And reality surfing is not just with people, it's with all, it's learning to be in relation to all experience. To love, to like love myself unconditionally so that I can love everything I experience unconditionally. And in that moment, surf whatever realities presents it. You know what I mean? Whether it's a person or some other form of energy, basically. Anyway, that's like I mentioned that because this might be a first video that I post or near the beginning. And I just created the Patreon last night. But